you to do what you will. If you need hit dice, you could roll hit dice. You've had short rests, but not a long rest yet. You guys could have that long rest if you want.
If that's the case, we didn't get a long rest, then Bjorn definitely needs a long rest.
Yeah. Arthur,
I guess
do you feel
Arthur
you
will
need
take
one?
Arthur will take a long rest, but before that, he's just gonna grab a suit, just simply something he can change into when in social situations.
Yeah. So for the clothing, they have specific options. They have the silken sound that it will be playing some sort of melody whenever you want the clothing itself. You have to activate it at will. There's another one called Sparks Aplenty, which seems to just be a plethora of choices of light up clothing. They even placate to the steampunk lifestyle, apparently. The aroma wares are more casual wear, and they seem to just be the same aspect. And again, scratch and sniff situation. You sort of mess around with the material for a moment and sniff it, and it's like, yeah, oh shit, it actually does work. The other place is called Fizzy's Bests, and that place is a little odd because when you arrive there, they're sort of well, some of the clothing seems alive, as it's like smoke is flying off of it and other stuff. There's like weird effects happening. There's a fire suit in the back all the way by itself. It's on fire. The fire suits that you know generally prevent fire, so that's very, counterintuitive in all sense. But there seems to be a lot of everything here. Do you want to go to one or the other?
Arthur's gonna buy that. Which one was the one where you can put on Will?
The sound at will. Yeah. Most all of them you could turn off. The light ones you can't really turn off. The aroma one you have to scratch to smell it. But the sound, silken sound, that's where you would go if you want to like show up to a place and like start playing music. Like you probably are jealous because Bjorn right now does have background music playing, unless he took a Fey Affliction pill.
Arthur does not know
Bjorn,
that.
No, you would have heard it though. Bjorn, did you take that Fey Affliction pill? I don't remember if you did. I can't hear you. You're speaking, Jeff. Okay, so Arthur, did you want one or the other or something else?
Arthur's just planning to grab a suit.
Yeah. From where? Which one?
Shoot. Shoot, I completely forgot the names of shops.
Okay. What do you want the shop to? I mean, what do you want the clothes to have? You want to have a sound? Do you want it to have lights? Do you want to smell, or do you want a weird effect?
It wants one that can smell.
Yeah. So all of those are pretty like relaxed wear, from what you can tell. They could make a suit for you if that's what you wish. They could make one that'll fit well with your armor. They tell you, sort of looking at you, probably smiling, and the gentleman who's there, he's probably being a little too touchy with your armor, as they're sort of like enamored by it. They're like, oh my gosh, I've never seen such a exquisite piece as this, and maybe they get a little too close to you when they're doing that, but they probably catching the hint that you might be uncomfortable. They say eventually, but yes, that suit we could have arranged for you. It will take the better part of 3 days if you wished for it to happen. Simply would cost, with all the alterations, for it to fit under your armor. If you like to keep it on there, we can get a suit, the jacket that will go over it and hide your armor really well. 3,000 gold only, my friend. He says with like the most straight face, as if that's a drop on the bucket.
Arthur says 1 quick second before he just simply speed runs to the bank.
I mean, you could pay him with a check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arthur asks for the one that goes under his armor.
Yes, yes. Did you want the jacket for the potential to hide it as well? It was a part of the price.
Yeah.
Yes,
course.
yes. Of
And
course,
he,
then.
and kind of like brings his checkbook. And kind of like brings checkbook and road check.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, 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 no. You'll pay for it, my friend, when you pick it up. I would like you to look at it and make sure it's your fit and size. Please, please. I'm not that kind of person, please. Oh, no. I wouldn't dare rip you off. He's sort of writing down. He's taking a lot of measurements. At this point, he is getting close to you, but obviously he has to take measurements. He does say, now, I see that you have magical means, magical items here. Did you wish to maybe have me implement they call them a magical space? No, no, no. Specifically, it would be and he's sort of telling you about effectively the bag of holding, how is a interdimensional space is what he's trying to get to, but he seems to be at loss for the word specifically.
Are you talking about bag of holding?
Yeah, and then he'd be like, exactly like those. And then he says he could have it implemented inside of the jacket. It would hold only up to 100 pounds of stuff, but it's still very functional and useful. Only 500 gold extra.
You got yourself a deal.
No problema. Mark it off from the bank. Effectively, he will get it done. You will pick it up.
So 1,500 gold.
It'd be 3,500 gold for everything.
And my cut is 15,000 gold, if I remember correctly.
You have 150,000.
150.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me see. Let me get a calculator. If you have 150,000 on that mark, minus 3,500 only, you now have 14,6,500.
14,6,500.
146,500 gold left in the bank. He writes you a slip of paper, not that you need it, he will recognize you. Yeah, you'll pick it up in 2 days. Just don't forget it here.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
Bjorn's back in the Savior Project 23, right?
Sure, I'm assuming that you guys at least come to touch base here, recognize that there's a whole concert going on, and maybe look for Princess Malachite, but I could be wrong.
Bjorn's also like, we'll look for her. Bjorn's also going to look for that little redhead like rogue that brought him the drink in the bar.
Sure, make a perception check.
He's going to have her do something.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's fine. It takes you a while, but eventually you do spot her. She is right here. It seems that they were attending to stuff up at the the situation is odd because there seems to have been a concert, and currently there seems to be a theater display, and the band seems to be packing up their stuff. A lot of the people are dispersing at the moment, and that's kind of when you spot them in there. So you probably heard the band for a while. It does seem to be a very unique sound, and see if I can recognize it. Yeah. So the name of the band was called Cosmic Rage, and they say that as they're finishing up. We've been Cosmic Rage. Thank you, Savior. We love you. Woo! They kind of do that whole thing, and then they're already like getting off, being led away by individuals that you guys recognize to be guards in your ship. I'll sort of show you what's up, guys. Anybody wearing a blue token, just as so, is part of the guard group in the Project 23. Yeah, sorry, in the Savior. Anybody with a green token seems to be personnel in charge of either an area or maybe just selling stuff around. People that have been specifically tasked with taking care of funds and ensuring stuff. They seem to be able to direct the guards around, but the guards have final authority if the situation asks for it. Sally is also found by Bjorn. Bjorn, what did you need Sally for?
Bjorn is going to come up to Sally.
Yes, you would all bump each other at the same time. So Arthur sort of arriving here, Bjorn sort of both looking for Sally and sort of enjoying the Cosmic Rage concert. But it's really up to you if you were more enjoying or more looking. Bjorn, up to you. But you'd kind of find each other.
Mm-hmm. But and see Sally and be like, "Oh, that's right."
Yeah.
And because Bjorn had, oh, what the fuck was her name? When he had the dragon head, and he had them put it in like the ice box to keep it so he could have it mounted.
Yeah.
He was going to come up and Sally if she could have someone take his dragon head and get it done for him, because he's got to go deal with something.
Yeah, she'd inform you. So Princess has told me that, well, that's been pretty much taken care of. It seems that it took a bit of gold. From what I can sort of understand, she was very nervous about the expenditure for what you asked for, the cooler or fridge, as you call it. But it seems that they figured it out. They were able to set up in the bottom floor of the spire, under the gunners area, that exact fridge situation. But they also put all your stuff, like they told me to direct you to the apartments. I don't know if you noticed before. Nobody else really noticed. It took the rats to kind of figure it out. Also, there's a big issue with the rats. I don't know if you want to talk to Princess Malachite about that, because she's kind of stressed out about that there's a couple of them flying around like alive when they should have died. That's weird. At least they're contained for the moment in the yeah, you should probably ask her. She knows more. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Bjorn will kind of put his hand on his temples and like rub in a circle, and then he'll hit Arthur, and he goes, "Oh, Arthur, I literally just wanted to make sure that my dragon head could get mounted, and now I've got to deal with all this shit. Before we leave, we need to find Princess and figure out what the fuck is going on. Sally, can you please have either you, because I trust you, or someone that You delegate that you trust to take my dragon head into town with taxidermy.
Where do you want us to put it? Do you want it to be, should we take it to the taxidermist and then mount it, or is it still pretty fresh? Besides from the scars, you were saying.
And he goes, "That's why it's in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take it to the taxidermy.
Oh, okay.
When it is done, tell them to give you a slip of paper. When it is done, I will go get it and pay for it. And if not, then he'll hand her." Would he know almost about how much it would cost to have that taxidermied?
You have no idea. Make a history check. Let's see if for some reason you do know.
Hey, that's a natural 20 because I have a -1.
Yeah, a -1. You can recognize that it's definitely around maybe $300-400 range, max 500. Depending if you could talk them down. It is a large beast of a head. So, and again, these people usually like to trade a little bit in there. So offering them a tooth or two couldn't help for bringing that price a little down.
Bjorn will hand her 600 of his own gold.
Okay. She's gonna push her hand away. She says, we've kind of have been told to only let Princess handle the money. Are you sure you want me to go by myself? Like, I'm gonna take a guard if I go with this. She usually takes care of that. I don't feel comfortable grabbing that. She's kind of nervous.
Bjorn will kind of like tussle her hair and go, "I understand. Thank you for telling me what's going on." And be like, "Okay, where is Princess Malachite?"
She would point you to Princess Malachite.
Well, either way, Arthur walks towards Princess Malachite and tells her, "Is there a situation going
on? Princess Malachite is up here. You may join me.
Where? Oh, up there.
I guess I forgot what he looks like.
Yep. All the way up here. Seems to be like the common area for most of the employees here. A break room situation. This bit of one of the larger buildings here. Taller buildings, pardon. You were saying, Bjorn?
Princess Malachite's kind of the one that had the fox, isn't she?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. Wow.
Bjorn, what is... Sally said something about the rats. What is wrong with the Rat King?
The Rat King, the Rat King himself has some grievances. I have talked them down from leaving. They don't appreciate that its hordes children are basically being killed. The mess with the Adasor contingency has clearly upset him, and furthermore, the bodies that was left behind, the ones we couldn't clear up in time, have shifted into weird battling things. They're like bats, eyeball things. Listen, it's a magical Allosaur monstrosity that's floating around. They seem to be sort of harmless as they are mostly left alone and they don't bother things. They seem to just hang around the rafters. They're currently in the and this is just Kevin, but she would know exactly where it is. I believe they would be in. Why do I always forget? I always forget ship parts names. The cargo bay. Yeah, the cargo hold, the cargo bay itself. Specifically because most of them were trying to figure out where like the bigger problems were, and most of the cargo hold had most of the issues. As
So
she
Princess,
states.
what is grievances direct?
Yes, I have persuaded them with food, to be honest with you. They're pretty cheap to placate, but the rest of the denizens of the Savior have sort of asked for a bit of R&R, and I have contracted a couple of my friends to play a couple of hours here. They've been playing all night. They jumped back on when they realized that you would be arriving. I told them about you a little bit. They would like to meet you, but I didn't tell them too much about you being saviors and all. Just simply that you are the keepers of this grand ship.
What
Thank
other
you.
issues are there?
Other than that, I sort of put us in debt with the one of the guilds here. We owe them a bit of money for the crafting that they've done for the ships that I have ordered. But hopefully, I have three separate airships that you may utilize. One of them is a combination airship, spaceship, space skiff, air skiff, space skiff. It says skiff. I think that's smaller than a ship, she says, sort of nervously, as she reread it.
Well, by any case. So, if I'm reading all this correctly, you have managed to wither down a potentially devastating quitting spree, exodus.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the debt thing. I think I have a means of getting us to bounce that off, maybe even get more than the debt.
How much is the debt?
Wait, you haven't heard of my job that I got us lined up with?
It is pretty substantial. I can
Bjorn,
probably get you an exact number. It's about 10,000 gold. Just under.
Oh, that would be a drop. That'd probably be like half of what's going to. Arthur kind of like looks at her and is like, "You saw those green dragons appearing?
Green dragons? No.
Supposedly something called scourge dragons appearing. One of my contacts told me that they have some plunder. They also appear to be They also appear to be marauding dragons."
Marauding dragons.
Since Bjorn and I have slain dragons before, we figured it'd be fitting if we started killing dragons again, using one of these shuttles as transport.
Of course. Yes.
Then we take whatever, and then the loot will probably be substantial enough to pay off that debt in full.
Okay. Yes, if we're gonna be hunting dragons, do you want me to get a group to assist you in that? I have already spoken with the Lunara, who looks oddly different, but she gave me the key fob in order to utilize this mechanism. After I told them about this, they said you guys will deal with the debt stuff, but they said for the driver to be this guy, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll utilize the driver. I haven't checked it out. Should we go and check it out?
I don't have anything better to do. Do you have anything better to do, Bjorn?
Bjorn will look at Princess Malachite, and he's still rubbing his temples, and he goes, Princess Malachite, remember the
Yes.
dragon head that I had your freezer installed?
Of course.
Okay.
That's part of most of the debt. In order to make that possible, it's
Good.
apparently a huge process.
I need you to either have a guard or someone that you trust. He's going to take the bag of 600 of his gold on the table and go, I need that dragon head taken to the taxidermist. Taxidermy, paid for, and brought back here without damage.
Okay. I can definitely accomplish that. She takes the gold, mark it off from your inventory. She would throw it into a bag that seems to not be filled, nor is it filling as the gold enters it. And she sort of just pulls away from the edge of the table and says, I could get that accomplished now. Let's check out the driver and the vehicle situation. Might be worth taking a look what you're getting into. I have not utilized these ships. I cannot tell you if they are good enough make for the cost. The engineers tell me that since they worked in part with the guild, that it's at the highest quality that they can make it in this planet. This planet does not excel in airship stuff because apparently they didn't have airships here too much, I guess. So
I know, right? There were plenty of airships in Underdark, and
yes,
that place is underground.
Yes, even in my home there were plenty. Go ahead, Bjorn.
Bjorn's gonna punch Arthur in the arm like, "Run off and let her lead the way."
Sorry?
She does lead the way eventually towards the hangar. The hangar is crossing past the cargo bay, so you guys do get a semblance of the problem that is happening with the bats stuff. So you need to roll initiative. Okay, let me find the map that best looks like the situation with the rats. Come on. Give me a good map.
Why does it say you wanted to send the results of this roll to the turn tracker with no valid tokens?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, my roll 20 decided it was going to reload.
Okay. You got a nat 1 on initiative, but I think you have advantage as long as you rage right before.
I wasn't able to hit anything. I was moving my pad around.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then roll 20 decided I'm going to reload.
Okay, let's get this in there then. Let's see.
Alright, let me get Bjorn back. Give me my fucking carriage.
Okay, just drop your character. Get a chance. Actually, I could probably steal your characters.
Well,
Could I? Yeah, okay.
It doesn't sound like anything very fun.
Arthur looks at Bjorn's like, so, you up for the little dragon hunting trip that I thought of?
As long as it brings in gold.
From what I heard from my contact, there should be a small horde. Do you remember the Scorch dragons that the Scourge dragons that Emperor told us about?
Yes.
Well, I made contact with Ciri. You know her, the giant dragon.
Bjorn's gonna kind of.
He said telepathically. Well, I communicate with her. She said she needs help. And she said something about the Scourge dragons. So, 2 birds with 1 stone. I help a friend. And we get paid.
I hope we get paid.
Look, they're dragons and obviously not popular. I'm sure no one's gonna miss their loot.
I would if it doesn't end up in my pockets.
He kind of said all that telepathically.
All right. So as you all are going to reach the cargo hold, there's a bunch of these flying creatures. A lot of them are small and flitter about, sort of like bats, looking at you as you pass through them. But eventually, as you're going down the steps, all of you, I guess down is this up here. So there you go. You and Princess Malachite all notice that there's just things hanging around that are a little bigger than these rats, maybe malformed versions that seem to carry some intelligence with their movement. But as they do that, roll initiative, everybody.
Finally, a combat.
Yes. So did you guys take your
You want me to reroll my
long rests yet? I believe that was a misclick, from what I heard, right? I don't know.
I
you
was
tell
trying
me.
to scroll through mine.
Yeah, so you'd have to roll with advantage, anyways. So you're due a reroll at minimum, but I suggest you do the both. How you went lower with a nat, with not a nat one? How the fuck? Oh, because it went it gives you the advantage. That's so weird. Just it doesn't tell me. Oh, okay. Either
It
way,
keeps telling me the same thing. You wanted to send this result, this roll, the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected. That's what it did last time, and it rebooted my.
it's giving you disadvantage. Why is it giving you disadvantage?
I don't know.
Actually, the bottom one's not giving you disadvantage, but the top one gave you disadvantage. Although the bottom one reads as if it's giving you disadvantage. I don't know what's going on. I'll take 8 though. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you guys take long rests yet? Did you guys click that? I hope you didn't.
No.
Did you take short rest? Did you use up hit dice? I would
Bjorn did.
suggest
No,
you use all the hit dice you could use. What's your current HPs?
60.
Are you going to use hit dice?
Sure, why not?
Yes. How many do you have?
Total 12, current 1, 8.
Wait, what?
You said hit dice number, and
Yeah,
the two numbers I'm thinking.
How many hit dice do you have? I didn't hear you.
9.
9? Okay. Yeah. Was that's one that you're using? So you have 8 left?
Yeah.
Use them up. You get
Okay.
half of
Bjorn
them
was
during the long
super-
rest.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, maybe math first before you go too far. Hold on.
Equals 30.
I got 48 from all those right there. Do you need more?
No, I think I'm quite good.
Okay. Are you max?
Yeah.
What's how much is your max?
Not really sure what happened in one session, but currently 104. Not really sure how that happened.
Yeah, shouldn't you be more than that?
No, I don't. I thought it was less.
Leveled
Oh,
up.
you leveled up, dude.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's alright. It's good to level up and get more hit points. And you're gonna need them because these guys look nasty. They're sort of just writhing on top of each other. And there's one of them that sort of peeks its eye out towards you and it snarls and it says, "Get them!" Make perception checks.
Oh, please don't tell me it's rat. It's Pax rats.
No, these are mutated things. These things have wings. The Rat Pack does not have wings. Yeah, but you do see a smaller guy, sort of using magic in the back there. But yeah,
I only had to use 2 hit dice.
you're gonna use more? Yeah, go ahead, use them. You guys would have had enough time to
No,
max
I only
out.
had to use 2 of them.
Oh, you only had to use 2. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
That's good. And then let's see where this guy's at. Let's see where that guy's at. Luckily enough, they do not split you in initiatives. So if you guys want to do some combo attack stuff, that would be excellent. But totally your choice. They get to act first, unfortunately. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes like here. This one flies, but their fly is not fast, and they are not in range yet. And then they're all gonna attack you. So one by one. Fortunately, they have advantage in that regard. They have advantage in every regard. Wow. That's gonna be a hit for Bjorn. It's gonna be a nat 20 for Bjorn. A hit for Arthur. The other one can't attack. Okay, so currently it is 20 damage that you take, Bjorn. Piercing. And another 20 damage, poison damage. If that means anything to you. Arthur, you take 10 piercing damage and 10 poison damage. If that means anything to you.
That's 40 in total.
40 total damage. You take, yes, 20 for Arthur. Each attack does about 20 damage of these things. Monstrous bites, these fragile looking winged rats. They're both. It has a prominent eyeball in each of their heads, almost as if it's exploding out, kind of like encompassing its entire cranium and peeking out through that one eyeball. Yet, that's their turn. It's now the guy in the back's turn. He does something. It's your turn. We'll go with well, it really depends because Victor gets to go first, but if you guys do collaborative effort, you guys can do it.
Bjorn, how much do you weight? Jeff, how much does your character weight?
More than you can carry.
Shoot. I was like planning to just throw you into the air and then you can just like squash them with your hammer.
Put it this way, I couldn't ride with one of you because of the weight of my character.
Alright, because you're a space marine. I keep forgetting that.
Nice.
He's pretty much just a mountain almost.
That's what Space Marines are. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're human,
We just got to get you the
Seven.
suit. That's it. That's all you're missing.
That's
You're
literally all
freakishly
he's
tall. You're freakishly tall and you're freakishly strong.
Okay, it's your turn, both of y'all, if y'all want. But Arthur, if you have something you just want to do real quick, that's cool too.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna look through my spell list because I want to do a spell today.
Sure.
Earth Tremor.
Do you have the full description on the item, on the spell? Or do I have to look it up? Earth.
I'm
Tremor.
already looking at. Already looking at.
Okay. It's an action. You cause a tremor. Each creature other than you must make a dex save or take a d6. Are you casting it at first level?
It's it. Oh, it's a first level spell. I thought it was a cantrip.
No.
Oh, then in that case, yes, I will do it.
Okay, at first level, this will affect Bjorn.
So he can take it,
All right,
especially
no
when he
problem.
ranges.
And
Especially when he
your
ranges.
spell save DC, what is it? 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have advantage for any reason. Failure. Maybe a pass and another failure.
I have
He's
to
a
do
rat.
what?
Rat has very good dex. And they will. So it's 2 failures, 1 pass. Arthur, Bjorn, you must make a dexterity saving throw. And then that's a d6. You failed as well. So Arthur, give us a d6.
Okay. D6.
Everyone takes damage. Nope, on a fail save they take damage. And are prone. 4 damage. Arthur has proned Bjorn. But Bjorn, you can get up right now. Takes half your movement.
Yeah,
This guy is
get up.
prone. 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 You have advantage on prone opponents. You can't see that he's prone because of the shadow, but he is prone here.
Bjorn is going to rage.
Yeah.
As one would.
Wait, pardon. Hold
Bjorn
on. Do you have a bonus action, Arthur?
Yes, I think I do.
Do you? I don't think you do.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bjorn, go ahead. Sorry, you were raging.
He's going to rage. Swing at this motherfucker.
Could
This
you?
one's prone, right?
Yes, that one is prone, of course. You have advantage. You have advantage anyways because of your bokoblin helper who's around you. Your guy is not around right now, Arthur.
Okay.
Okay, that thing is almost dead. Jeesh. 17 damage. It is mortal.
Do I take the nat 20 since I'm raging,
Yeah.
which gives me advantage?
Yeah.
So then I get my brutal critical,
Okay, roll the extra die then.
which is another d12.
Yes, please. May kill it. Can you
Oh,
roll
yeah.
8? Yes, you can. Dead. Nice. Right on the
This
money.
one on its
That one is up, alive, but he's not prone.
okay, I'm gonna swing at that one too.
Okay. You would have advantage because of your bokoblin. 15 is enough to hit this thing. 11 damage, okay. Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna growl at the rat.
Which one?
The one I just smacked. It's gonna be like, "Urgh."
Okay. Yeah, it seems to look at you almost dead-eyed like it didn't care. It might not know how to concept anger.
Well,
Nor
it's not
the
doing it
mean.
It's like, it's more like a, "Urgh, you're scary. Urgh."
Yeah, it's just like a non-blinking eye looking at you. All right,
Yeah, he's
that's
taunting the rat.
yeah. That's both of you. It's the rat's turn. Okay. So first things first. Make perception checks, I guess.
Perception checks.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Kevin?
I like it when
Wait.
he does stuff like this.
Don't see shit. It's Bjorn in-
11's above
Not range
average. What are you talking about? Does Arthur want to roll perception?
Just give me a sec, I'm trying to... Please screen, I want to hit the perception button.
Oh. Arthur, you see this coming. It seems to be a spell being cast towards the set of you. But Princess Malachi, who's sort of peeking around the corner here. She is here, by the way. I just haven't put her token in because I'm lazy. They cannot see what is happening. But you could hide yourself a bit from the spell. Let Bjorn take it.
Can I use a strength check in order to push him along with me away from the spell?
No, the spell's gonna go off. You could just make the chances that it hits you a little less. It's up to you, really.
You literally could hide behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, Arthur is gonna hide behind Bjorn as a human
Okay.
shield.
No problem.
Bjorn doesn't see shit. He just goes, huh?
That's
Nah,
that's
you see
pretty-
it. It's just you see it a little late, kind of deal.
That's what I mean. He's like, he sees Arthur moving, looks over and goes, what?
Boom.
Good. good thing is, right, you do get a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 17th.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, right on the money. So you take half of 8d8 and then halved again because you're resistant. So I have a total of 41 here. We're at 21. So we're at 11 damage that you take from this necrotic spell that flies past these rats. They sort of grunt as they see that you're focused and push back at the magic as is trying to sicken you with it. This grasping vine, this sort of hand, a sickly green that hovered over to try to touch at you without consent. As a fucking deathly hand tried to get at you. It says, "Matters not. It'll slay you." Then the rats. Kinda move out of the way to let his friend through, and now all of them could have advantage. Although this space, you can see you can walk under. So like if this guy is flying right now, this one, I'll put a wing on him. Currently flying. This one's prone, but he's gonna get up from prone, so it's no longer affected like that. Boom. And then the attack. They all get advantage, unfortunately. 22 Bjorn? 22 hit?
Yeah, is that with advantage?
That is with the advantage. That's not a roll.
It's a straight roll against Bjorn.
White.
He's raging.
The raging doesn't eliminate disadvantage or anything like that. He has advantage because he has pack tactics.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, that's 20 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your AC?
18?
It was 18, right? You don't have a shield?
Yeah. No, he doesn't wear any armor.
Okay. Oh, but you get armor class from that thing now. The masks now, they turn into masks. The headband turned into a mask.
Oh yeah.
What does that give you? Like extra 2 AC? So your AC is 20. So beats it unfortunately for that one. Arthur doesn't get hit though, they roll too low. And it's just another it'd be 40 damage that you take halved because you reduce it for all damage. So you take 20 damage, 10 slashing split between both of them, and 10 poison again split. Arthur doesn't take any damage. Very nice. That's annoying to him. Princess Malachite will act. She was waiting for stupid spellcasters to try stuff because she was kind of getting the essence of that, but she couldn't spot the fucker. So what instead she does is she's going to actually cast a spell on both of you, and yeah, it's gonna be blessed. You guys just have a D4 to utilize however you wish for saving throws and attack rolls. It is your turn. They're sort of thinking if they can't really spot the other guy and deflect them, they'll buff you at least. And you see them sort of like step away, like further and further, slowly.
Bjorn's gonna attack this guy again.
Yep. That's just a miss, unfortunately.
Wow.
Cracked and killed him. As that should be enough to slay. Let's do the math though. I don't need to do the math. Yep, is enough.
I was gonna say that nat 20. Can I move that over to this guy?
And then that's when he was on him.
I know.
Yeah.
That's without the D12.
These aren't swarms, so you can't cleave through one and the other. You kind of just split this guy in half pretty effectively, though.
Can we see how bad it is?
Sure, roll
I want to see if
your
he turns into
D12.
jelly.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. It's just pieces on the ground, sort of clattering with a goopy noise. But anything else in your turn? You have movement
Has my
to
goblin attacked at all?
go around. Huh?
Has my goblin been attacking?
Your goblin doesn't attack. He offers you advantage till you make a hit.
I thought he attacks too.
No. He gave you the nat 20. When you make a hit, then he disappears.
That's right. And then at the beginning of my turn, he comes back.
Yeah.
You said I could walk underneath this one, right?
You could walk through any of the space right now. If you leave their range, does attack.
Can I go diagonal after this guy?
Sure, if you go further than 5 feet their range, they might attack you. It is a large creature. Some large creatures have 10 feet range. You could gamble on it.
I want to get there.
Okay. They go for an attack of opportunity. Does 17 hit?
No.
Okay, they miss. You approach this guy. He gets nervous. Do you end your turn?
Want to this guy? You want to tell this guy to fuck off?
What do you do?
Yeah, he's gonna. He's going to tell this guy if he wishes to live, he should leave.
This is my domain. You will suffer.
Oh great, we now got another crazy guy.
Yeah, is that your turn?
Yep.
At the end of your turn, he uses one legendary action to be here instead. Ooh. Be here instead. Princess Malachite sort of peeking out, and she says, "Fuck." But yeah, Arthur, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Arthur asks Malachite, "You know this wacko?"
No, it's a weird rat that is being, I don't know, made by Atasaur magic. She shrugs.
Very well, doesn't matter. He says for making a what's the spell's name? Cantrip. booming blade
Booming
on one of the
blade.
rats.
Which one? Flying or not?
Not flying.
Excellent. Attack it.
And
You can
now
attack with weapon.
with the Wonder Blade. The Wonder.
Ooh, that one too? Fuck, that's nasty. Nat 20. Okay, I don't think it can survive. Because I'm taking 12 thunder. And then the 15. So yeah, one shot. Blank. All right, there's a flying one left. What are you gonna do? Another slash. 14 slashing on this one with your bonus action. It's pretty hurt. Not bloodied yet. It's like one away from bloodied. Anyways, anything else, Arthur? Do you wish to move?
Yes, I will wish to move. Okay, let's see how many space between me and that wizard.
You are attacked. It rolls a 2 on the die. It misses. You go to wizard. What do you do? And you turn there.
Can't really do anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. All right. They're nervous. Cast bless on you guys for nothing. You don't need a. He is going to open the door. And he's gonna go through the door. And you see that he sort of disengages with you, Arthur, as he steps through, and then is inside of the door, inside of the room.
When he moved away from me, did I get an attack of opportunity?
He used a magical warp ability. It wasn't even a spell.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's why
that's right.
Princess
You
Malachite.
Oh,
Princess Malachite was gonna counterspell any of his moves if she could spot them, or if they're actual spells. But he did not use a spell that time. So he is through the door. You guys can see him clear as day. Okay, interesting. And that's what happens. Okay. It's now your turn. What do you guys wish to do? Either of you could go first, or do a collaborative effort going in through the room if you want. Through the door.
Is this a table?
Where he is on top of, yeah, basically is like sort of a table thing.
Can Bjorn vault off of that and try to embed his axe in it?
You'd have to use your action to get that close. This is all your movement up here. Arthur probably has some more left over.
How does Arthur have more than me?
He was next to the door.
Hider.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Arthur, so you could reach him if you wish. You will have to take an action if you wished. Do you wish to be closer to him?
Yes.
Does Arthur say that out loud?
No, Arthur used telepathically on Bjorn.
Oh, what did he say?
He tells him, pick while he's distracted. End this little sucker's life.
Okay. Go up to where you will. You have 20 feet left. 15 feet left. That's where you go. He's hiding behind that table. Any attacks you make on him is at disadvantage. What are you gonna do?
I don't have my actions left, so
You have an action. That was your movement only. This is a new turn. So 15 is not enough to hit this guy. Was that just a regular attack, or was that a cantrip attack?
regular attack.
Okay, you still have your second attack. And a bonus action then.
I guess I'll use my action to cause. Where
What?
is the ability?
Well, you already attacked, so you have to just either make a second attack or retcon that you attacked. But since we're not retconning, you're gonna attack. Yes, thank you. 17 is enough to hit this guy. Okay, 18 damage. Boom. Very nice. The moment you hit them, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And yes,
Their
I
reaction.
do realize it. And yes, I do realize it is quite reckless doing that.
Yeah, you fail the dexterity saving throw. DC was 17. That isn't too big of a deal though, because you only take 13 damage of the fire type, which you're resistant to. So you take 7 fire damage as this flashes right in front of you. Although I could change the damage type, but he doesn't know. Either way, anything else on your turn? You still have a bonus action?
Which I can do a spell, right?
No. If you use a cantrip, you could then make a bonus action attack. That's how it works. Not vice versa. But yes. Do you end your turn? Do you want to move somewhere else?
Is action count as a bonus action?
Pop up action surge. When do you get it back? Do you need a long rest or a short rest? Short or long rest? Yeah, you got it back, baby. Fuck him
Which allows
up.
me to.
You gonna make 2 more strikes?
Yep.
Go for it. 20, 12 will be a miss. 15 does hit him. So take some more damage from you. Boom. Okay, he's not too happy about that. He's definitely very hurt. But is that it? Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Bjorn, it's up to you. What are you doing next?
Bjorn's gonna stay where he's at.
Really? You're gonna try to kill the guy?
Bonus action? You don't have anything?
No.
Okay, no problem. It'd be top of the turn. He gets to go. He doesn't really like you guys, so yeah. Let's see. Could he do it? I think he does have the capabilities. He does. Yeah, he's gonna blast you guys with a open mouth. It's sort of, kind of. So this creature, who is definitely one of the more thinner rats that are walking around, it does seem to have draped itself with some sort of old-looking carpet, and maybe adorned on its head some. Well, it looks like paper mache with pieces of rocks that maybe try to emulate jewels and stuff. As it opens its jaw, it sort of bisects a little further than it should, ripping its the slits between its mouth, and a frost flies out in a cone out past through the door that you're facing, and it seems to just emit in front of both of you, unfortunately. well within the cone. Oh shit. Yep. And it's a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 17, or take 88 cold damage. It's a failure. That's a pass. Okay, so I'm a total of 32 damage for Arthur, and unless you're resistant to cold or something else, and that'll just be 16 divided by half again to 8 damage for Bjorn. Very nice save there. Victor, you feel pretty cold. This thing doesn't like you doing what you're doing, so he does back away from you. And again, they're so fast and slippery, it's almost like they don't want to get hit as they're backing away, and they sort of hang around here, and they're digging in their pockets. They're sort of desperate in their situation. What do you guys do? It's your turn. Arthur, you want to go?
Go ahead, Arthur.
Take revenge. This guy just hurt you pretty badly.
Can I switch a weapon?
Yeah, what weapon do you want to use?
I want to use True Blight.
True Blight. You're already using True Blight. Yes. Kill that fucker. Do you want to make a thunder attack as well, or?
Nah.
Nope, you're just going for swings? No problem. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Doing a crap ton of damage. Very nice. 16 damage. This guy can't. He doesn't reduce any of it. He's at 1 hit point.
Bjorn, finish him off.
If Bjorn gets up here on top of this table, can I see his ass?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. Do what you're gonna do.
Cool. Because Bjorn is still raging because he was hit.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, if you will let me, leap and bound off the next table and try to embed his axe into, like, literally from sternum nuts. Complete this dude.
Yeah, go for it. So you make the jump, having narrowly grabbed this guy, but as you approached the individual, the magic of your bony bodyguard had activated, and with the reaction, he sort of wraps around this rat creature's body, having held it in place long enough for you to hit its AC and split it in half. You destroy your bodyguard, but you know it will return. This thing, though, may not be as lucky, as it is split in half. In twine it falls. Good job.
Bjorn will look at Arthur and go, how you feeling?
I feel, no different.
Above the table, what is your ace? What is your HP at right now?
40.
Just bloodied. You're okay.
Don't worry, I'll survive. Plus, I still got a healing potion from that.
Princess Malachite will come in after the noise dies down, recognizing this is over. She will eventually point you to the multi-vehicles that you all have. I will now share with you stat blocks if you are interested in seeing your vehicles. Boom. Vehicles. The Meteor's Bane is a very small thing, a fast thing. But the Swarm Spawn seems to be a ship. It's a drop ship in all intents and purposes. You can imagine that you'd probably have a couple of hands in there that are manning the guns, if not some of you are as well. And you'd arrive to a location, be sent off on your way. Its special capabilities is to move fast while still being very tanky. But again, that's all auxiliary systems you guys don't have to really engage with, and of course you will have a mechanical pilot that is proficient in flying it. So effectively, if you didn't want to handle it yourself or needed someone to take over immediately, as long as they're available and in the craft, they're there. But really, it's up to you how much you guys want to fast forward this in order for you to take your long rest, prepare the personnel that you will need in order to take down this dragon ship, this dragon horde, this dragon situation, whatever it turns out to be. But if you think time is of the essence, maybe taking hit dice instead would be better. But again, that's up to you to decide.
I mean, we could always take a long rest on the ships.
You'd arrive to the issues before a long rest is had.
Short rest?
We could do short rest. But which one do you want to take?
Do you have enough hit dice? There is healing that could be done in many facets.
I mean, we could always ask Princess Malachite to heal us too.
Princess Malachite cannot heal you, but they can get you someone that can heal you. There are healers on board.
I mean, we could always do that too before we head out.
Okay, so if you're going to be rolling hit dice, your healers are specifically hit dice healers. So you will also get, with each of your hit dice used, Arthur, you get an additional 17 hit points. And then if you're using that, you would get an additional, that's 12 plus 10. Damn, they rolled way better for you. 22 hit points for Bjorn.
So I add 22 to the 20.
Yes, you add 22 to your hit dice, yes. Your healers are not magical healers, they are hit dice healers, so they use their own hit dice to heal you. They are combat medics. My own class. Arthur, did you need more healing?
Nope, I'm good.
You're full?
I'm quite decently up there.
What's your numbers? Tell me.
75 in health total.
Yeah, use all your hit dice. If you're gonna go fight dragons, might be worth it. Burn them all.
Yep, I already did.
Already? That's all of them?
Yeah.
You had 9. That's 2 that you used. How many did you use before?
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have at least one more.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. And then another 12 on top of that. So 20, including your hit dice. So 8 plus 12. Very nice. Okay. So if a short rest is had, then you would arrive right before the dragon horde threat. It's a little odd because you guys see that is that another hit dice you're taking?
I have to, yeah.
Then with the combat medics around, they give you another 7 healing on top of that. Yeah. So the
I like these combat medics. They help me heal real quick.
Combat medics are amazing, but they burn their own hit dice, unfortunately. I have to test how balanced they are. Also, they can't do that again. They've used up all of theirs. But as you approach this problem floating above the Green Mountains, it turns out that there are many dragon entities that are floating about trying to fight back these vessels of some sort, surrounding almost in a protective manner this ashen looking phoenix entity. While the dragons seem to abate them, there is this power struggle as this phoenix, this shadow clinging to the air, seems to bite back, trying to claim territory it cannot gain anymore, and thus keeps shifting its position. It keeps strategically reinforcing its better vessels and at times abandoning the smaller ones. But really, it's up to you guys to decide which part you're going to spearhead, as there are many battles happening all at once in this. So I'll give you the choices here and there. Do you guys want to take out the smaller ships and then slowly get to the Ash Phoenix itself? Do you want to maybe collaborate with the dragons that seem to be allied with Lita Ordum and his dragon wife, which is obviously talking to the other dragons that are floating around? There's a gold one, a red one, a blue one, and a green one. Other than the black one, which is Siri, the only one that you guys understand and recognize. But what do you do?
We go after the fucking Phoenix.
Straight for the Ash Phoenix.
I kick his ass first.
Okay. How are we approaching this? I do imagine that you guys have the savior prepared and set up, having shoot off all the civilians from the vessel so that it could move on. It is pretty much repaired in all intents and purposes, but that is sort of like a connected to that. You can already recognize that there will be things that need to be accounted for if the savior doesn't do too well. But it's up to you. And again, it is getting a little late, and these combats might take a little long, but I leave it up to you.
I say we take it for a night.
Yeah.
What do you think? Pick it up next week?
We can do that. Do you guys want to decide how we're approaching first? Because we can always set it up, and then once we jump in, it's straight battles.
Ram this one out of them, and then you and I jump off, and we just start kicking ass.
Sorry?
I say you and I go in with our little boat, boss to the wall, ram the fuck out of him, and then you and I jump off. We start kicking everybody's ass. We just handled rats and a wizard like it was nothing. We got this.
Yes, but the wizard was a bit mentally ill.
So is this Phoenix bastard. We got this.
Yeah.
Or we can use the savior as like a show of force.
Or we could just... You know the savior has weapons, right?
Yeah, we could fire the big gun at him.
My thoughts exactly.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is a multi-pronged attack. Have the savior go in while someone's in the dropship, and as the savior's maybe distracting one of them, you guys go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to bet my accent.
Okay.
Yeah, basically he wants to repeat history as far as I see it.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened to the last dragon?
I do.
Yeah.
I do remember. So I want to say that as you begin to approach these things, you see separate to the dragons who seem to make the attempt to corner the Ash Phoenix, but as this massive thing is quick, there's something that pushes them back further away. And there's times where the Ash Phoenix lands on one of the larger vessels, and there's a spurt. Yeah, like a spurt of speed, a burst of speed. There you go. That's the word. A burst of speed. As the clinging on with its talons seems to be an indication that it's aiding its vessel, but that leaves a multitude of other ships floating about. The dragons seem to almost fight back at those ships, but do so without much regard as they push on against towards the ship, and they play this dance, this flight of birds that continue to maybe seek out the same meal, but they sort of escape.
It almost sounds like a symbiotic dance of power.
Yeah, and that's what it is. They're sort of keeping away from mechanical threats, most specifically having spotted the savior itself and almost beelining it away, recognizing that weaponry could be problematic in this regard, having already known this threat of the dragons, this hunt, these creatures that are almost working together in tandem, all of them, including Siri, and a very tiny creature on top of Siri that seems to cling on. But
I bet Little Udom.
that it is definitely Little Udom. You would spot before you see anything further than this. It is clearly one of the ships that seem to be aligned with this Ash Phoenix, and it seems to be threatening, if not approaching you. So yeah, if you guys want, we could pick this up later, but you guys might be able to handle this. It's up to y'all.
Up to you, Victor.
I guess we can... How long do you think this would last?
20 minutes, maybe, max.
Okay, then I guess we do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay, so technically, this one's complete, that one's not. So that's your skiff. That's your Project 23. No, that's your skiff. That's your dropship. It was a train that was repurposed, 100%. So the question is,
Now,
how are we approaching this? Are we going in head first, risking the savior's hull. It will take hull damage, which may be problematic for venturing after this event, but the dropship will be easily repaired and is meant to take that sort of damage. So it's really up to you guys what you're meant to do.
I would say keep the savior off at distance,
Mm-hmm.
and you and I just go in on that dropship.
Okay. Are we gonna utilize the skiff? Did you want a pilot in there to do long ranged distraction shots at minimum?
Yeah.
Yeah. So have the powerhouse of the savior take pot shots from far away as the skiff is doing corner shots as well, and you guys approaching the head on.
Pretty much.
Okay. Do you have any of the crew join in to get on the turrets? This vehicle doesn't have basic weaponry that isn't manned. So you guys could go by yourselves, have the robot dude fly you over there, and then sort of like linger away till it's called. You guys need to just like press like a beeper button and it comes back. But Bjorn, you did grab a couple of those feather stones. Did you want to give one to Arthur?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Very nice.
You now have a feather stone.
So, this guy is gonna ram into this vehicle, making it look like that's its only function, so that you guys could sneakily find your way in there and disrupt this vessel. This one seems to be one of the, not the bigger ones, but definitely one of the faster ships of the ones that the armada brought by the Ash Phoenix. Does that sound adequate?
Yeah.
Ramming in. Yeah, put yourselves down. You guys would be able to get in almost quickly. This creature, this sort of robotic entity with the name tags that says clue. It says no clue. So the no is written next to it, but the name tag says clue. So you can only assume that's his name, no clue. It given your direction, it does eventually ram into this thing, and I will need a stealth check for you guys to sort of hide your way in here. Again, these entities are large and aren't really looking for smaller creatures. They seem to just be following orders. And as undead as they seem, there's definitely a problem with the way they sort of walk and react very sluggishly. Yeah, ramming into this thing, the no clue guy sort of starts to back away, not having too many ways to defend itself. Wow. The space vessel would have come around to do a bit of a U-turn, doing several shots down towards the center. Could I have, let's call it Arthur roll 4d6 and Bjorn roll 2d10. So the first strike sort of goes off near the bow itself, near towards you, sort of a bit of a miss. In fact, you know, if it would have hit, it probably would have hit you. The second shot does 100% land, and it hits dead center in the thing, and it does take a huge amount of damage. The vessel itself, the vessel is distracted and thus sort of turns itself a bit. But that's nothing to you guys, as you're all sort of hanging on for the ride. This guy sort of steps back, and you may do what you're going to do. What are you guys going to do? We're not in initiative proper. They don't see you yet.
Well, I guess we continue on stealthing closer and closer in.
I'm guessing that this big bastard at the back is the one captain, right?
Maybe. You see them messing around with a lot of mechanisms for sure. That's an easy assumption to be made.
I say we try to sneak back to there and hook up their controls of the ship. What do you think, Arthur?
Arthur, you're muted. Or you're not there, I'm not sure.
So I guess we need to look for the what's his face? What's her face? What's
Siri?
his face? No.
Or
I say we destroy
the pilot?
control.
No. It's Scorchwing.
Oh, the
The Phoenix?
the Phoenix, Ash Phoenix. So the
Yeah.
Ash Phoenix has a big problem. You can't get near it because it has an armada around it, consistently diverting threats. You must deal with this first threat before you even get near it.
That's why I think we need to go destroy the control panel.
Yeah, like you seem like you could tiptoe past this guy for sure. The rest of them probably will spot you. But what do you do?
Bjorn's gonna sneak his happy ass this way. Then we roll a stealth check.
No, you guys have already rolled. Collectively, you are able to make it past that one guy without being spotted. Does Arthur join?
Yes.
Move along with him then.
Where? Oh, right.
Yes. If you move any further, they will spot you. They seem to be keeping an eye out this very important section of the ship. Again, we are not in combat order proper. You guys may act and they will act. I hate that it actually shows you their hit point pool. I want you to ignore that. 100%. Why does it show them everything? Show you everything? The fuck?
Wait,
talking
it
about?
shows them a hit point pool?
It shows
I don't
me.
want to see a hit point.
Do you see the bar
Yeah,
at
it
least?
No.
You don't
I
see the
think the only
bar?
reason you see it.
Uh,
Nah?
You see a bar now?
Yeah.
Oh, I see one.
Does it tell you the numbers?
No, just a green bar.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's what I wanted. On this side, on the recording side, I can see it though. Everything. So it's a little annoying because I'm like, oh. Anybody who watches this will know automatically what it is, anyways. Besides the point, what do you guys do? I'm doing this for posterity's sake. They actually don't have that much hit points. But what do you do?
Bjorn keeps sneaking along.
Yeah. Sneaking is done immediately the moment you cross any sort of anywhere, as everyone's looking at you, sort of picking up a weapon near them. They all sort of look at each other. And then there's one of them going, and I believe. Yeah, you guys wouldn't understand what they're saying. Does anyone speak giant?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, they say that. And they look like they're about to start throwing stuff at you guys. But what do you guys do? Okay. You guys can do what you wish. You have the jump on them. They're very distracted because there's so much going on around them that they can't help but be distracted. A golden dragon has just flown up and taken a bite of the guy up here, and he took it like a champ. But what do you guys do? Could be collectively separate. Running past.
In the... Yep.
Yeah. The individual in the center is not anywhere near you. They're all the way up on top of the mast, almost like they're at a high point. So yeah, do you guys go to approach the guy at the end or something?
Yeah.
Gun it all the way to him.
Get to the control panels.
Okay. Yeah. So the moment you approach that individual and spot the control panels, there is a bit of a section that might be something worth messing around with. There seems to be a how would I say? It would be an axis calibrator, or effectively something that would keep the ship leveled in order for it to have the flight capabilities that it does.
So Bjorn wants to destroy.
Yep, I'm just gonna put it on there. Making you would have proficiency, so make an intelligence check, adding your proficiency. It's really what I need. This one. You guys are here.
Arcana check?
No, it'd be an intelligence check, or wisdom check, with your proficiency because of airships. You know airships.
And my proficiency is a... The fuck is my proficiency? It's got a question mark on it.
Your proficiency better be a 4.
Oh, fuck me.
So wow, so that's +4, right?
Yeah.
22. Yeah, you recognize that this piece, if you were to break past the glass, you'd be able to take this ship down. You just have to get past all of the glass. It seems to be multi-sections. A 3-pronged piece is 3 pieces, three glass pieces. Okay. So what are you guys doing? This guy seems wholly distracted. He just took a bite from a massive creature. He is technically the only one not looking your way. Everything else is attacking you. Both of you take 25 damage collectively as you're being struck left and right from these things. At this moment, I'm sure Bjorn is probably raging, trying to get at this thing. So what are we doing?
Oh yeah. Bjorn's gonna start. He's gonna swing at it. And knowing that it's metal, once he hits it with the metal part, he's gonna use the electricity from the X.
Yeah, so the problem with this is it requires both brute force and finesse. In order to bring it down, you must break the glass. Once you do that, you can jerry-rig a connection, as long as all 3 of the rods have an electrical current on itself, it will effectively flip the ship. Arthur, are you going to help in any way?
Yes.
What do you do?
So does it fall strength or intelligence?
It depends. Does Bjorn direct Arthur in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, Bjorn's gonna kind of tell Arthur, "Hey, if I break the glass, I need you to route the power to where all 3 can connect together."
Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah. To be honest with you, both of you could begin breaking the glass together. So I would say, Bjorn, athletics check with advantage as you're being aided.
An athletics check with advantage.
Yes. You'd already get advantage because of your raging, but double advantage it is. That doesn't exist. But as you get a 20, very good. You both are able to break past the 3 rods, these glass rods, pretty quickly with your magical weaponry. The inside of it, all the metal tubing is definitely much harder to get through, but it doesn't take long again with the weaponry you have to sort of incise it quickly. And again, Arthur, as you're being directed on which ones to grab, Bjorn is sort of knotting them in place as you're holding it for him to prep. But could I have you, Arthur, with advantage, roll a sleight of hand? Advantage is a 10, and 10 is just enough for you guys to be at this for a little longer than you want. Both of you take 50 damage, 25 to Bjorn as he's raging. But as there's the crack of lightning and the sputter of an engine, you see the jostling occur. The skiff is already over its way right under you guys, and you have your opportunity to just jump off and land on it, having recognized the noise of your ship. This vessel is not long for the air, as they're trying to hit at you but are unable to. You finding your way on your dropship again. You're now in full cover and thus protected. You make your way back to the Savior, and this thing careens. There's a moment of despair, but you're the only semblance of, I guess, nicety in this is that it is at least a quick death. They won't feel it too much. Having hit the vertical, the terminal limit, there is no way these things are gonna survive. So I guess how does one do this? Okay, there you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, you had 85 hit points. Oh, you're dead too. Okay. Oh, you might survive. No, you don't. Oh, that sucks. Wow. Oh, and then the ship crashes on top of them, verifying their death. Congratulations, guys. You guys took out the first step into getting towards the Ash Phoenix, the Shadow Lord. Good job. Oh, fuck.
Shoot, we accidentally put ourselves in a main quest or something?
I mean, you guys can still get out of this and do a different main quest, but yeah, you guys have progressed towards this mini quest, I think. But the main quests, I'll say, are even better because Need to Order them has to talk to you about them, but he is going to offer you a couple of quests that just give you a level up when you complete it. But all of those are not in this planet. So if you guys do anything in this planet, expect to probably get in the good graces of people, but nothing more. But that's game for today. You guys took out this ship faster than I would have ever realized, but you have the resources. I didn't really doubt it. And as you have one.
I told you we could kick through it.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I gotta get off the bed.
No problem. Didn't even swing a sword. It's annoying. Good night.
I know.
Oh,
He even swung his axe twice.